Namaskar. Welcome all my viewers to Marketing Decoded with Dr. Janendra Routray. Have you ever wondered why do people wait in long queues to buy the latest iPhone? Why do some customers prefer Starbucks coffee even when cheaper alternatives are available? Why does a person choose Nike shoes over another brand offering similar features? And why do consumers spend thousands of rupees on premium brands when functional alternatives exist at low prices? The answer is not only about the product. Behind every purchase decision, there are several hidden forces: our needs, emotions, perceptions, social influences, cultural values, and personal experiences. Understanding these forces is called consumer behavior. In today's episode, we will decode consumer behavior, why customers buy what they buy, and understand how marketers influence purchase decisions. So, let us understand the learning outcomes of today's session. So, after watching this episode, you will understand meaning and importance of consumer behavior, consumer buying decision process, psychological factors influencing purchase decisions, social, cultural, and personal influences on consumers, and how marketing managers use consumer insights to design strategies. So let us understand, why do customers buy what they buy? So consumer behavior is influenced by factors like psychological factors, social factors, cultural factors, personal factors, and at the end, the consumer or customer takes a purchase decision. So consumer behavior is something which refers to study of how individuals, groups, and organizations select, buy, use, and dispose of products, services, ideas, or experiences to satisfy their needs and wants. In simple words, we can say consumer behavior explains why customers think, feel, and act before, during, and after purchasing a product. So, so a marketer's biggest question is not how can we sell more products. The bigger question is, why do customers choose one brand over another? So let us understand how consumer behavior helps marketers in understanding in their purchasing making decisions. So customers point of view, why consumer behavior is important. It is because the managers must know how to develop products according to customers actually need, how to create effective advertising campaigns, how to decide pricing strategies, how to select appropriate distribution channels, and how build long strong brands, how to improve customer satisfaction and loyalty. So successful companies do not just sell products, they understand customers well before making products. So consumer buying decision process goes through 5 stages before they make a purchase decision. So those are need recognition, information search, evaluation, purchase, and post-purchase experience. So let us discuss each in detail. So need recognition, the buying process starts with need recognition when a customer identifies a need or a problem. For example, a student realizes that their existing laptop is slow and cannot support online learning or project work. That means a need is created. Next comes information search. Customers collect information from various sources like friends and family, online reviews, social media, websites, and advertisements, etc. These days, digital platforms have made much easier to search such informations. Next comes evaluation of alternatives. So customers compare different brands based on certain factors like price, quality, features, reviews, brand reputation, etc. For example, before buying a smartphone, consumers compare Apple, Samsung, OnePlus, and other brands. Next comes purchase decision. The customer finally selects a brand and completes the purchase. However, this decision can also be influenced by discounts, availability, payment options, recommendations, etc. Then comes post-purchase behavior. After purchase, customers evaluate whether the product meets expectations or not. If satisfied, customers becomes loyal and recommends the product and brand. If dissatisfied, customer may switch brands or share negative reviews. Now let us discuss what are the factors influencing consumer behavior. So consumer decisions are influenced by four major categories. One is psychological factors, next is social factors, third is cultural factors, fourth is personal factors. So let us discuss each one by one. Psychological factors comprises of motivation, perception, learning, beliefs and attitudes. These are related to customers' mind. So motivation is, let us say, customers buy products to satisfy certain needs. So we know, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are five important needs. That is physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. A person buying a luxury car may be seeking status and recognition, not just transportation. Then comes perception. So consumers interpret information differently. Some customers perceive Apple as a premium and innovative brand, while others may see it as expensive. Then learning. So past experiences sometimes influence future buying behavior. A positive experience increases repeat purchase probability. Next comes beliefs and attitudes. Strong brand associations influence customer preferences. For example, many consumers associate Tata with trust and reliability. Next comes social factors that comprises family, reference groups, social status. These are humans which are influenced by people around them. Family. So family plays an important role in many purchase decisions. For example, a family may jointly decide which car or home appliance to buy. Reference groups consist of friends, colleagues, influencers, and online communities which influence biased decision-making process. For example, young consumers often discover fashion trends through Instagram influencers. Then social status. So products often communicate identity and lifestyle. For example, luxury watches, premium smartphones, and designer clothing can represent social status. Cultural factors shapes values, preferences, and consumption patterns. For example, during festivals like Diwali, consumers purchase jewelry, clothes, electronics, gift item, etc. Brands create festival-specific campaigns based on cultural understanding. Next is personal factors. These are individual characteristics which influence buying decisions. So these comprise age, occupation, income, lifestyle, personality, etc. For example, a college student and a corporate executive may have different smartphone preferences because their needs and lifestyles differ. Let us understand this concept taking few examples. So Apple selling more than a smartphone. So Apple understands that customers are not only buying technology, they are buying innovation, design, status, user experience, and brand identity. Apple's marketing strategy successfully connects with psychological and social factors. Then Starbucks creating an experience. Here customers don't visit Starbucks only for coffee. They visit Starbucks to buy ambience, lifestyle experience, personalization, and social connection, etc. Starbucks demonstrates that emotional value can be as important as functional value. Nike connecting with identity. So Nike's campaigns focus on inspiration, achievement, and self-belief. The brand appeals to consumers' emotional and psychological motivations. Zomato, similarly using consumer insights, uses customer data to understand food preferences, ordering patterns, and location behavior. This helps provide personal recommendations and improve customer experience for Zomato. So let us understand the whole concept from manager's perspective. Imagine you are the marketing manager of a new smartphone brand entering the Indian market. Before launching the product, you cannot simply ask what features should we offer. Rather, you should understand psychological factors and you must ask questions like what motivates customers? Do they value performance, design, or status? Social factors like who influences purchase decisions? Are influencers important for target segment or not? Cultural factors, are there festival seasons which are suitable for launch campaigns? Then personal factors, are you targeting a student, professional, or premium customer? So based on the data that you collect and the insights you collect from the consumers, you decide the product features, pricing, advertising messages that you have to share, distribution strategy, and customer experience approach that you have to follow. So this is how marketing managers convert consumer understanding into business strategy. So let us discuss one likely examination question. So let us assume the question is define consumer behavior and explain the factors influencing consumer buying decision. How should you answer? The answer structure is first you start with defining consumer behavior, explain its importance in marketing, discuss psychological factors, discuss social factors, discuss cultural factors, discuss personal factors, provide suitable examples for each factors, and at the end conclude with the importance of understanding consumers. So let us discuss one placement interview questions. Let us assume that the interviewer is asking, why is understanding consumer behavior important for marketers? So what should be your answer? You should answer, understanding consumer behavior is important because customers differ in their needs, preferences, motivations, and buying patterns. Consumer insights help marketers like us to design better products, create effective communication strategies, develop appropriate pricing, and building long-term customer relationships. Companies should understand consumer behavior and create superior customer value and gain competitive advantage. I hope you can answer it confidently. So let us revise quickly whatever we have discussed till now. So consumer behavior comprises understanding customer thinking, feeling, and action. Then buying process starts with need, search, evaluate, purchase, experience. So factors influencing consumer behavior are psychological factors, social factors, cultural factors, personal factors. Psychological factors comprises of motivation, perception, learning, beliefs and attitudes. Social factors comprises of family, reference groups, and social status. Cultural factors comprises values, traditions, lifestyle. Personal factors comprises age, income, occupation, and personality, etc. So let us remember one line formula. People buy with their mind, heart, society, and lifestyle. Great marketers do not only study products, they study people. Thank you for watching me in another episode of Marketing Decoded with Dr. Janendra Routray. In the next episode, we will decode one of the most important strategic concepts in marketing, STP marketing, segmentation, targeting, and positioning, how brands find and win their customers. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also watch my companion series, Marketing Jargons Made Easy with Dr. Janendra Routray for quick explanation of important marketing terms. Remember, the foundation of great marketing is understanding the customer. I am Dr. Janendra Routray. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep decoding marketing. Thank you very much.